If you're drawn to this video, you're ready for an empowering take on gaslighting. I actually think gaslighters are important. In this video, I'm going to tell you why. So what is gaslighting? When someone is so convicted in their version of reality that it causes you to question your own. This can be intentionally manipulative or entirely subconscious. So here's the empowering take. A gaslighter could only affect you if on some level, some part of you believes what they're saying. Otherwise, it wouldn't affect you. So the gaslighter actually serves a vital role in the process of your personal growth and strengthening your sense of self because they essentially alert you of a belief that you're carrying that is ready to be refined. This is empowering because instead of feeling victim to a gaslighter, this allows you to take your power back in the dynamic by seeing the cue of feeling gaslit as an opportunity for belief reevaluation. And through this lens, being gaslit just becomes one more avenue that life can utilize to facilitate your natural growth and expansion. For all this to make sense, we got to talk about belief systems for a minute. One of the first things I learned when I first started working with mindset is that nothing is inherently true. And the only meaning anything has is the one we choose to give to it. So beliefs aren't inherently true, they're association based. And our mind is an association machine. So whenever an association is made, aka you learn something, that wires in a belief. And then you carry around those beliefs until something prompts you to evaluate them. And that's what the gaslighter offers us. They stop you in your tracks and forces a belief system evaluation. Because without that moment of feeling gaslit, what would prompt you to look at your beliefs? A famous commencement speech by Alan Foster Wallace called What's Water? And what he says in the speech is that if you ask a fish, how's the water? They say, what's water? They can't tell that they're even in water because there is no separation. It's just there. So without a degree of separation, there's no awareness of what the water is. That's what I'm talking about here with belief systems. It's kind of like when someone new joins a family dynamic, like let's say someone in the family starts dating someone who, starts spending time with the family, and then this new person to the dynamic can see what's going on there. And maybe there's some, really toxic dynamics at play that no one's really noticing because it's just the norm. It's just how things have always been. It's the atmosphere. What's water? But the new person has a degree of separation and can really, observe and kind of call things out that, the other people aren't aware of. And that awareness is important because it creates choice. Right? Awareness is always a necessary first step before anything can change because you got to see it first. And choice creates an opportunity. You then have the opportunity to choose with conscious intention what belief resonates with you. What belief do you want to carry? And that may be that you choose to change the belief that you're carrying as you become aware of it. Maybe it doesn't resonate with you anymore. Maybe it never did, but you never knew that you had a choice to choose what your beliefs are. Right? Beliefs, we pick them up in bulk in the formative years. It's our conditioning. They often go unchecked until, you're watching a video like this or you're being gaslit by someone. You may also feel that the belief that you have right now is your truth. It does resonate, and you get to choose that with more intention. And that strengthens your sense of self because whichever choice is true for you, either way, it's both positive because it's refining you. You're clarifying who you are, what you believe, and that belief becomes stronger. Every time you reinforce a belief, you are wiring in that neural pathway, that connection, that association, and it gets stronger. Without this process of evaluating and consciously choosing, your beliefs are flimsy. They're like a house of cards. There's no solid foundation to them. And that's why this is important. Because if your sense of self is on the level of a house of cards, you're delicate, you're fragile. You can't really engage with a level of conviction. Whereas someone who's deeply connected to their beliefs can. And that's a strong sense of self. And that's what the gaslighter offers. Maybe you're thinking, well, how do I choose? How do I choose beliefs? When do I know that the belief is something to challenge or something to fortify within myself? And the practice that I would offer you is to try it on like you're trying on clothes. So literally try on that belief and see how it feels. Now, you know the feeling of your favorite t-shirt, and you know the feeling of something that feels completely incorrect, like get me out of this thing. And then, of course, there's everything in between. And this is a skill set to develop of tuning into your resonance, what resonates with me. And that's a skill set to forever cultivate, forever refine. And it gets easier, just like any other skill set. What can facilitate this process and enhance this skill set is by engaging with it more. So expose yourself to more perspectives and practice noticing how they make you feel. Watch YouTube videos, read books, talk to people, but also tune inward, tune into yourself. There's a whole universe of intelligence and wisdom inside of you. And that's another thing that can be, challenging to access at times and just another skill to cultivate. So I hope this is helpful. Next time you feel gaslit by someone, take it as a cue. Use it as an opportunity to refine clarity about what you believe. You might even thank them for it one day. If a gaslighter has ever prompted clarity within you, let me know in the comments. I'm Cav. I'm an intuitive mindset coach and professional space holder. I want to thank you for tuning in. If you resonate with this message, like the video and maybe share it with someone who you think would find value from this perspective. Subscribe if you want more. There's ways to work with me in the description below, and I'll see you in the next video.